Hi and Assalamualaikum. We are from class BA 1114C. We'll present about the Devil Wears Prada. My name is Ainul Maria binti Adas Raimi. My matrix number is 2019-278126.
My name is Yusra binti Yahya, matrix number 2019-213604.
Hi, my name is Ainul Natasha binti Junedi and my matrix number is 2019-414874.
My name is Muhammad Faiz Birahim and my matric number 2019-687242.
My name is Nufara Himidi Zulkifli and my matric number is 2019-275102.
For the summary of this movie is about Andy, a young woman and dreams to be a journalist. She comes to New York and applies for the position of assistant in a very famous fashion company. She needs to become an assistant for Miranda Priestley, a very powerful woman and editor-in-chief of Runaway magazine. Besides Andy, there is another assistant which is a senior assistant named Emily Charlton. Emily is responsible for teaching and training Andy on how to work with Miranda. Furthermore, with the assistance of his fellow art director, Nigel was able to enhance Andy's expertise in the world of fashion and also assist her in adapting to the job and changing her personality.
Next, Andy's appearance continued to stand out as well as the way she worked has also managed to earn Miranda's trust. So, she was chosen to attend Paris Fashion Week as Miranda's assistant to replace her co-worker Emily because of her poor health and has even made Miranda slowly feel uncomfortable with herself. While in Paris, Andy has seen the true character of Miranda, who is willing to betray her most hardworking worker and makes Andy realize that all this time she has done wrong to her co-worker, family and boyfriend. As a result, she resigned from Miranda's company and pursued her dream of becoming a journalist, and even she was successfully accepted to work at her dream company with Miranda's recommendation.
The reason we view this movie is because it is a great movie that is related to organization behavior and we want to know how employees deal with it.
There are 5 scenes we choose that maybe we can relate to the subject we learn for this semester. The topic we can relate are max grade theory, resident theory, the managerial grade, transformational versus transitional leadership, and trust and ethics in leadership. In the motivation chapter, the chapter is important because it has a theory that can motivate workers to be hardworking and commit to achieve a goal. Motivation refers to force within an individual that account for the direction, level, and persistence of effort expend at work.
Number 2, leadership. The meaning of leadership is to influence or give instructions to others to be more effective in their works.
I don't understand why it's so difficult to confirm an appointment.
No, I'm so sorry, Miranda. I actually did confirm
Details
last
of
night.
your incompetence do not interest me. Tell Simone I'm not going to prove that girl that she sent me for the Brazilian layout. I asked for clean, athletic, smiling. She sent me dirty, tired, and paunchy. And RSVP, yes, the Michael Kors party. I want the driver to drop me off at 9:30 and pick me up at 9:45 sharp. Then call Natalie at Glorious Foods and tell her no for the 40th time. No, I don't want taquas. I want torts filled with warm rhubarb compote. And then call my ex-husband and remind him that parent-teacher conference is at Dalton tonight. And
Firstly, the scene shows McGregor theory X and Y. This shows how Miranda always has to point out the worst word or action to her staff, and mostly she used theory X to motivate her staff to work hard and be more disciplined. Typically, we can see Miranda characteristics that use theory X that are arrogant, do not welcome suggestions, and never say thank you to employees, but only say that's all. This theory is more efficient in motivation if the boss or Miranda combine both theory X and Y, but use more to theory Y. Theory Y is when employees can do a job with relations, not be controlled by top management, and the company reward their work. The simple meaning is the employee gets more freedom to give a suggestion in their teamwork. If the company ignores using a more theory as the employees no longer motivate and avoid responsibility in their jobs. So the nation needs slowly change from the theory X to theory Y to make sure that employees produce a better performance and need to give some reward to them for the little effort they put up by taking out for coffee or organizing events.
Anyway, you ended up disappointing me more than any of the other silly girls.
I really did everything I could think of. That's all. Excuse me, where do you think you're going?
So I'm going to talk about the Herzberg two-factor theory from the scene that I have chosen in minute 31.2 to 31.5. 31.5. Talking about the theory, the scene has a hygiene factor that is the interpersonal relationship between Miranda and Andy. Miranda and Andy have not a good relationship between her boss, not just her boss, but with other employees too. Then, Andy does not have dissatisfaction in her job, but it is not enough to make her give up on her dream job. Other factors are motivator factors. Andy was very sad because she got scolded by her boss Miranda and she wanted to meet Nigel. Nigel suggests to Andy to quit the job, but she refused it. Andy wants to stay in her job because she can make experience that can make her more skillful in any task. It shows that she wants advancement to herself that are motivator factors that can make more satisfied in her job.
We'll turn this for you,
A
and
poncho.
you'll take what I give you and you'll like it. We're doing this dolce for you. And choose Jimmy Choo. Olive Lonick. Nancy Gonzalez, love that. Okay, Narciso Rodriguez, this we love. It might fit. It might. Okay, now Chanel, you're in desperate need of Chanel.
Darling, shall we?
Darling, shall we?
You have to get to the beauty
You have to get to the beauty
department.
department. God knows how long that's going to take.
I will start with behavioral theory. Behavioral theory is based on the statement of leader were made, not born. On this topic, we will focus on the managerial grid, which was developed by Robert Blake and Jane Monton in 1960. In this movie, I choose a scene from duration 34.58 minutes to 35.33 minutes. The managerial grid is divided into two behavioral dimensions. The first one is concern for people, which means the leader consider the needs of team members and areas of personal development when deciding how best to accomplish a task. Secondly is concern for production, which means the leader emphasizes objective, organizational efficiency, and high productivity when deciding how best to accomplish a task. Concern for people. Alright, we are doing this for you. In this dialogue, it shows how Nigel is concerned about his colleague who is trying to figure out how to make her boss Miranda not be cool towards her. Nigel used his knowledge as a senior working in the fashion industry to change Andy's style according to Miranda's personal preference. Concern for production. Nigel shows some clothes and accessories to Andy, which he also introduced all kinds of brands that collaborate with their company like Jimmy Choo's, Nancy Gonzalez, and so on. In this scenes, it shows how Nigel has both of this behavior. However, it is not balanced. Based on the managerial grid, it could be in a high club leadership style in which the manager is more focused on his people rather than the production.
And watch and listen.
And I think it can be very interesting
Yeah.
with...
No, it's just baffling to me. Why is it so impossible to put together a decent run through? You people have had hours and hours to prepare. It's just so confusing to me. Where are the advertisers?
we have some pieces from Banana Republic.
Well, we need more, don't we? Oh, this might be. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, you know me. Give me a full ballerina skirt and a hint of saloon, and I'm on board.
But do you think it's too much like...
Like a La Croix from July? I thought that, but no, not with the right accessories. It should work.
Where are the belts for this dress? Why is no one ready?
Now, I will start with transformational versus transactional leadership, which is under the temporary approach of leadership. For scene duration from 22.01 minutes to 22.32 minutes, I will focus on transactional leadership. Transactional leadership is about a leader who are motivating and directing followers primarily through attracting their own self-interest. The followers' main goal is to follow the instruction mainly made by the leader. In transactional leadership, there are four dimensions, and I will explain about active management by exception. Active management by exception means that the leader are actively involved in the work with the workers and also set the standard and rules to prevent any mistake. In this scene, it shows that when all designers try to match making colors and design with the dress, but Miranda said that she disliked it to be fashion like that, and she asked in a firm tone why everyone does not come with better ideas and does not prepare well. We can see that Miranda is the example of a leader that always checks on her subordinates to make sure they did follow what she wants. The subordinates completely will lose if they do not follow instruction made by Miranda. The company can always prepare any plan as backup so that they can overcome if there is any problem suddenly arise.
Next, it is trust and ethics in leadership. Trust is one of the traits that must exist in an organization to encourage someone to do something without having to tell them. Furthermore, if workers in an organization trust their leaders, their work environment will be more productive and motivated. Moreover, ethics is a reaction to a decision in an organization, whether it is good or bad. Therefore, if a legal decision fails, ethics is one of the aspects that might prevent the organization from causing harm to the society or the environment. For this scene, the duration is among 22.01 until 22.32 minutes. If you can see, it will involve more ethics in leadership in an organization. The importance of unite people and leadership. In an organization, there must be respect and collaboration when making decisions between workers and leaders. In addition, this is to strengthen the leadership between them. Furthermore, this is to assist an organization in achieving success as its goals and mission. When all Miranda workers collaborate in presenting their idea to get Miranda's approval and attention on their suggestion to create the most gorgeous and finest outfit. In addition, Miranda also emphasized perfection to create a gorgeous outfit. Therefore, she was unsatisfied with some of her employees' recommendations who could not be enabled to come up with more innovative ideas. If a leader loses trust in their workers, there will be circumstances where a worker is unable to execute the job correctly, which can increase their stress. So the solution to this problem is to provide training and encourage workers to learn and practice after understanding the right way as well as after gaining trust from the leader.
We will move to the last topic, which comes to a conclusion. The Devil Wears Prada shows the behavior of a leader drive the attitude of her employees. When the leader is kind, her employees will be happy to cooperate and the atmosphere of the environment is also filled with joy. The opposite is when the leader's attitude is disrespectful to her employees as she wants others to respect her. Employees will always be under stress and feel they have to work just to make a living. This environment not only affects the employees but the whole organization. For example, outsiders will feel that their company is not suitable to be a partnership, as top managers are very picky and not easy to work with. I believe that every member of the organization should treat others with respect. It is proven fact that someone's attitude or emotion causes another person to become the same as you. In conclusion, with this kind of atmosphere, all work will be easier and interaction between co-workers will grow more natural. That is all from us. Thank you.